So I'm sure most of you guys have seen the video of me reviewing my Torqeedo, the 403 Ultralight. My final test of that was to take it on the ISHQEEDO River, starting from Boston boat launch and trying to go up to Buena Vista. Boston up to Buena Vista is about 7.5 miles. Didn't even make it. Turned around maybe a mile before I got there. Ended up having to paddle back like 2 miles. But I have since then made my own Torqeedo. Been calling it the ISHQEEDO. I don't know what to call it. And I thought there's no better way to compare my system versus the Torqeedo than to go back to Boston and try to do the same trip, but complete it without paddling.
That's a giant!
It's a freaking giant. Giant. Get in the boat. I just boat flipped the giant.
Giant!
I mean, he's a big one, but he is not doing good. It's interesting, it's up so high. Got her all charged up last night. Should be good to go. Have a new steering arm that's metal because the last one I broke. I didn't break it on purpose, I just shoved it in the truck a little too hard. Good morning.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Good.
It's a nice boat, I like that.
Yeah, I do too. I retired and this is me.
Yeah, nice. I've been making YouTube videos for years. And I'm not saying it's taken off, but it's doing all right. Then I started like a tackle business for bass lures and stuff. And
Oh, you did?
yeah, it's been doing all right.
Well, give me a YouTube channel. I'll Google you.
It's Fishing with Ish.
Fishing with it. Well, what can I tell you?
Well, I have made...
Pole is high right now.
I was going to say it's higher than last time.
It's probably going to remain this height now that they're doing away with Lock 3.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah, because if you get to Buena Vista, or points in that direction, upriver, it's not high. Suterville, Yough, it's real low.
Right.
But from here to Des Moines, it's all backed up.
Oh, I didn't even think of
You know,
that.
they dropped the gates at Braddock,
Okay.
raised the pool level, so that they don't have a waterfall when they started to so the water equalized a little
Okay,
bit.
yeah.
So maybe it's going to go down after they get the dam out, but it isn't going to go down a whole lot because they got to keep the water high enough that there's water up in to Charleroi.
Oh, right, it would empty up higher because it would the balance of the heights and stuff.
Yeah, so they're going to, I think they have to raise this pool.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, I forgot to hook up my... It's okay for now. We'll get it later. Well, that's not good. That's not good. Our trip's done. It's not even gonna happen. Oh my... Come on. Jesus. Yeah. That's deep over there. Okay, why would this not be working? It's working. Okay, it's working now. I almost went for a swim. This is crazy. There's a lot more water. Try to replicate what we did last time, which is like kind of fish on the way up a little bit. We learned from last time that there was many gravel dumps, I assume runoff different creeks and things that dump gravel and sand into the river, and it creates a mound that all that's now underwater. So technically they should be on top of those mounds of gravel, and you can kind of tell where they're at. Like right there you have the bank come out and you have a little cove right above it because the gravel gets dumped below the creek. So my main thing I'm going to try on the way up briefly is look for where those gravel dumps were, because now they're underwater. And I want to target that, not only because I feel like the fish should be there, because they're there normally anyways, but because then there wouldn't be any grass. And so you could work bottom, because now you try to hit the bank now, it's going to get snagged up with an open hook. But in the meantime, we should be throwing the buzzbait over top of the grass on the way up. 5 miles an hour, and we're heading up. 4.9. This is bouncing from 5. It's probably right at 5. We're going up against current. Now there's not much current here, but there is some current. We got a fish. Oh, he's a decent one to come off. You always got to lose a couple, right? Oh, there's a bigger fish there, but we got one. Stay down. I don't know what that was. That was a bigger fish. That's a decent one. All right, we got one in the boat. It's just what I mean. How they shake that thing and then it just come out. First one. See ya. First rock I seen underwater the whole time. And guess what? Caught a fish. Going so fast. Oh, that's another one. I think it's a decent one. I don't think he's that big, but I'm gonna play him because I don't want to lose him. On the move, we got you, bud. Going 5 miles an hour. He's not big. He just felt big because we were going 100 mile an hour. Here we go. Fish number 2, little guy. See you, bud. Oh, this is way higher than it used to be. There's a fish. He's jumping. Buzzbait. You don't feel bad. You don't feel bad at all. Actually, he's feeling kind of big. Nope, he's not big. There we go. Hooked a little bit funny. He's not that big. It's because the boat was moving. All right, see you, bud. I got a poop or something. I see some rocks. I went to turn the thing off. I turned it more on. My boat was gonna go off in the river by itself. That is one thing about this whole system that is a negative over the Torqeedo. I don't have a magnetic switch key thing, so if I follow the boat, it's just gonna keep going. Or if you accidentally turn it on at the bank and you're not in it and it takes off into the river, you'll lose your boat. Almost just happened. You know, is the rain and extra water flow and the height of the river a benefit to running a motor? I don't think. It doesn't seem like that would be the case. I don't think this is going to skew the results all that much. Oh! Right here next to me, I wasn't even paying attention. Holy crap! He's not a giant, but he's a good one. Okay, I was kind of right. I knew this spot would be good because I could see bottom. Little guy. Yeah, this was all land that you would walk on prior to them messing with the dam. They left here. It's not a choke point no more. Little guy. There we got him. Oh, he's going nuts. He's not a bad one. Chill out, bud, chill out. They're liking the buzzbait. This guy's not a giant. Might be the biggest one today, though. There we go. He's like a 13. Nothing special. See you, bud. Take some bait over there. There he is. We got him. Not a giant, but that is so much fun. You gotta get their attention. Okay. Oh, decent 12 maybe? I don't know. See you, bud. Last time, I don't believe we could drive through here because it was too low. We're gonna just... Oh, that's a good fish. That's a really good fish. That's a good fish. That's a really good fish. That's a really good fish. Really good fish. Please don't come off. He doesn't even really realize he's hooked like he is. He's big. Maybe it's just because I've been seeing so many smaller ones. This is a good fish. I can't reel because my damn leader knot. That's a really good fish. That's a really good fish. Come on, bud. Stay on. Stay on. I don't want to boat flip you. That's a giant! That's a freaking giant! On the freaking fishing with this 1/4 ounce buzz bait. Dude, that's a very long fish. This is a giant! 18 and a half, almost 18 and 3/4. Let me get him squished up there. Record, there it is. 18 and a half, giant. It's what we came for. 18 and a half. Yough River smallmouth. Absolute giant. Beautiful fish. I knew, I could tell by how he hit it, he was gonna be a giant. Not real thick. Yeah, we're in the middle of summer now, and in the spring, this fish would probably weigh 1.5 pounds more than it does now. All right, let's get him back. Giant. Absolute giant. Beautiful fish. There you go, bud. Yes. Big fish. All right, there's some big fish down here. He didn't quite fight the way I thought he would. Just big, just head shakes, man. Those big ones, sometimes they like to run, sometimes they don't. It's funny, that buzzbait I threw to the side, it was not throwing up and pulling down. It's the only second time I've ever seen this section of river. And right when I get to the spot where I'm like, okay, I need to start fishing because this is good. Boom, we got a freaking giant. Like a legit 18 and a half, mouth closed. I'm trying to practice that. Not for tournament's sake, but just, it's more accurate. Missed one. I gotta calm down now. I gotta calm down. Little guy. They're liking this buzzbait though. I'm happy, that's it. Well, like I said, you get at least one shot at a giant every trip. We got one. I consider 17 big, 18 up, they're giants. In this river anyways. Oh, that's a fish. He's small. Oh, he's off and in the boat. Oh, shit. How I just did that, I have no idea. Little guy. But I just feel like that battery's gonna last no problem. So, messing around a little bit. I watched them eat that. Oh, it's so much slack and he's still on somehow. Not a giant, but he's feisty. The damn leader not stuck. It won't go through the freaking whatever. Here's another decent one. Another 12, 13. It's crazy. All these fish are about the same, and then boom, 18 and a half. Oh, all of this was like not drivable last time I was here, and we have so much more water. There's one. Doesn't feel that big. He looks decent. Another one. There was another. What just happened? Another one went and ate it and pulled it out of his mouth. Another bigger fish attacked that. What the hell? I've never seen that in my life. I think another giant smallmouth tried to eat that smallmouth. I've never seen nothing like that in my life. I mean, he was on. The second that other fish hit that, it come right off. He like ripped it off. I've never seen that in my life. There's one right off the bank. Not giant. We're gonna lose you too, bud? There was something else for a second. I don't know what that was. It looked like a smallmouth. Another bigger small. It was bigger than the other one for sure. Little guy. Would have loved to seen what that was. My arms are getting tired from casting to this side. And we're getting shallow, like real shallow. Feels little, looks little, coming towards me, jumping. He's somehow still on. Okay. Hey, he's average. 12, 13. Oh my God, he's fast. How did he not come off? Slack. So many times I've had slack in this. How did he not come off? That's insane. All right. Still like a 13. See ya, bud. Fish just love this smaller 1/4 ounce buzzbait. See some pretty good spots coming up. Lots of tires. Not tires, structure. That's what you call it down here, structure. See that, even that looks good there, but it just doesn't look that good. It's too in the open for a giant to be under that log. Big, big. I got to watch the whole freaking thing. It's a giant. Big. It's a freaking giant. It's a giant. It's another giant. I watched him sitting there. This buzzbait woke him up and made him eat. Another giant. Oh my God, it's another giant. Get in the boat. I just boat flipped the giant. That's an 18. That's an 18. Oh my God, that's a 19. That's a giant. I watched the whole thing. I was like, oh, that's a smallmouth. Oh, that's a big smallmouth. Oh, he's falling. Oh, he's gonna eat it. Giant. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, oh, it's a giant. Oh, that's an 18 and a half, 18 and 3/4. Oh, I don't know, but he's a giant. What is happening? Yes, this giant. Look at the eyes, big old eyes, giant. Did I get it? I got him on the view. Right? See you, bud. Thank you very much. 2 18 and a halves. What? No way, dude. It got his attention here. Started following it real slow, and then I waited for the whole thing and just lifted up. Perfect hook set. Absolute giant. Now that's what's funny. I was just thinking in my head, trying to think, where are the best, biggest smallmouth sitting? And I tell myself, well, I think I'm finding some things out and figuring some things out. That one kind of broke the mold a little bit. He was out in the open. Not even on the bank. Nowhere, just in with the tires. I don't know. I mean, this is still a really good area. It's a little cutback. Good place for him to be, honestly, still, but not the best spot. Because I was going to say, I should just tell the people that the best spot in the area is going to have the biggest fish. Not true. It's not true. They move. They're fish. They can swim. They decided to go where they want to go. And that one wanted to be here in the tires, waiting for a ISHQEEDO buzzbait. Maybe I just get lucky. I might just be a lucky guy, and I'm okay with that. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. And I'm trolling right beside him. Nice and quiet. Didn't scare him. Didn't even notice I was here. See, that confirms one of my thought though about fish in general, but bigger fish. They're like in a trance most of the time. They're just sitting there. Yeah, you get the active ones for sure here and there, but majority of their time is spent in a little current, little eddy pocket, or a little, I think there's a name for it, and behind something, and they don't have to work so hard. And he's just barely moving his tail, and he's basically sleeping. I can't say that he is sleeping, but that's the basics of it. They're basically sleeping. Sometimes you can get their attention with visual. Sometimes you gotta get their attention with some sound. Had I thrown a little fluke in there, would he have ate that? Maybe. But this woke that guy up, and he chose violence. Yeah, with the rain last night, probably got him feeding. Woke him up, for sure. You know, maybe I would have had just as good of a day elsewhere in the river. It just so happened to be this is my plan for today. There he is, little guy. Smallest one of the day, probably. You know, maybe this is a reward for cleaning up the river. There's one. He ain't head shaking as bad. Maybe it's a decent one. Did you guys see that? They're literally being psychos. Another 13 or so. Cross our fingers we can make it. We got her lifted up decently high. Barely making it, but we are making it. Yeah, we're gonna have to walk it. Gonna have to walk it. Stand up. Don't lose the boat. Don't lose the boat. We almost made it, but not quite. Get that motor rolling before you even get in. We got some currents, we might as well hammer down. I don't know if we're gonna make this one. We're moving up, but barely. This trip has become harder because there's more water flow than there was before. Meaning I'm having to burn more battery to do the same thing, and we're going to Buena Vista. I'm betting you we can get to Buena Vista and drive all the way back without having to paddle. What the hell? Gotta be a little guy. It sounded good. Oh, he's pulling drag though. He's a decent one. Oh, Jesus. They're psychos. Every time I catch one on this freaking buzzbait, they're psychos. He's not even hooked in the freaking mouth. He's through the bottom of the jaw. Oh, there we go. Little guy. He's lucky. He's lucky. Wasn't even bleeding. Up through the bottom. And usually those fish chasing bait aren't. These are smaller coming at me. Not bad. Another medium. Oh, psycho. Little guy. The shoulder. It's not happy. Gotta be a little one. Yep. He's jumping. Very little. Real close to the eye. Little guy, I think he'll be fine. Yeah, get away from me. Where are the fish there? They are the buzzbait. The fish. Bunch of head shakes. Yep, smaller guy. He's fast though. He's fast. He's decent. We are already at the point where this trip is long enough that no way am I going to be able to show all these fish. They're all about the same size other than those two giants. Even this cut back here is looking good. It's isolated by fast water, which is good in my eyes. I've made so many casts today. Oh, jeez. Oh, there's a big one next to it. He left already. We got the little one instead of the big one. I need to come off in the boat. Shit. Stop, bud. Stop. Oh, little guy stabbed me. All right, we are in new territory. Never got this far. Still got 5 blue dots. We're gonna get straight on the way back. It's possible. I just have faith in the trolling motor and my setup and the battery I got that it's gonna do what I need it to do. Can't believe you guys are still recording. I think you guys have been a little crooked this whole time. Let me fix that. Oh, that's better. Oh, that's broken off limb too. We'll just break the whole limb off. I'll take that. I do feel like the motor doesn't feel as crispy as it did in the beginning. I can't believe you're still recording. I hope you're still recording. Because if you're not, I'm talking to nobody. All right, we are basically beside the launch. I'm gonna count we got to the launch. And let's let that guy do his thing. Yeah, I mean, I've already gone up to Buena Vista from Boston and caught a ton of fish, and 2 18.5, some of the bigger fish I've ever caught. All on one camera battery. Not bad, not bad at all. So the plan was to turn it on when the lights start going down. Well, they never went down, they're still saying 5. Maybe I wired the voltmeter in wrong, maybe this battery is that crazy. But regardless, we met our distance, and I think that's more enough. If we go all the way back, drive all the way back, I'm ecstatic. I can't possibly see me needing to drive farther than what this was. Look at all them tires. And tires everywhere. Unreal, man. Didn't we do that thing where like you have to register or something when you buy a tire, and that way if you dump it, somebody finds the code to that tire and you can get a giant fine? Why don't we start getting the codes off the tires? This is ridiculous. That's a fish. He's not bad either. I mean, the same as all the other ones. Another one. Not a giant, but he's just pissed. Skiing him in. Little guy. Oh, never mind. He don't feel giant, but he feels decent. Nah, he's probably 13. Gee. That was one. Oh, got him. Little guy. Oh, right here. Oh, Jesus. Jeez. 313s, 2 18.5s. Where's the 15, 16, 17s? So apparently, I somehow accidentally turned my GoPro on the time lapse. And of course, I did manage to catch another giant, and the freaking camera's on time lapse. But I'll slow it down a little bit so you guys can see from this angle. And then I managed to get the other camera on and show it, and this guy was pretty badly damaged. I mean, he's a big one, but he is not doing good. He survived. Let's get him back in the water quick. I'm not gonna measure him. He's probably an 18. Without that tail, I don't know. Sorry, bud. Dang. Fighters, he's not doing good. He needs to eat and heal. Dang. Yeah, I'm not putting him on the board. Just get him back in the water. That may have been an 18. Oh, I wore through it. I wore through another one. What am I gonna do? I don't even think I have any other quarters. Another one bites the dust. I don't know why that's happening. I mean, I made a lot of freaking casts with that, so. I said that this morning too. I should put more of those 1/4 ounce buzz baits in here, but we'll see what happens. Okay, that's fish. Did not know. There was a big one next to it. Small one got it. Big one's gone. Yeah, you little guy. Oh, he's off, actually. That's pretty sick. Oh. It's not big. The little ones are hitting it so hard. Ouch. Oh, it got teeth. See you, bud. Oh, they always make me think it's a giant. Another damn 12, 10. I don't know what you are. Little guy. All of them are like, just eat it like a T-Rex. We're gonna go up and cast a couple around this hunt. There's one. He's jumping. He's probably a 13. Why so many 13s? I mean, I'm even throwing a bigger bait now, and they're still like 13 after 13 after 13. Turn on a dime. Literally. It don't even move. Still got plenty of power. Still got 5 blue dots. There's one. Feels decent, but I know it's not. There's another one. Another 10 or 12. There's one little guy. Oh shit. Here we go. Here we go. Glad you stop, I'll get you out. The little one. One more fish would be nice, because after this we're literally just gonna drive back to the truck. It was a blessed day, honestly. Absolutely blessed. You get more than one giant in a day, that's one hell of a day. Everything was caught on my baits, and links in the description for that. Everything I use, I have been using. They're all made by me, and they've just plain been working. I guess this proves I can still catch good fish, even if I haven't fished there. This is my second time. One of my better days I've had this year. The knowledge I have gained up there can be applied in other parts of the river. Or I'm just getting lucky, I don't know.
Yeah, it was really nice. Hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
Pretty good, how you doing?
Good. Any luck?
Yeah, I caught some good ones.
Oh, that's cool.
You guys have any luck yet?
I'm trolling,
Just
buddy. I'm
trolling.
looking
Yeah.
Okay.
Just enjoying the good weather, huh?
for lazy man
Got
hunting.
the day off the last
Kind
day.
of like road hunting, don't he, Lee?
I don't know, I'm feeling pretty confident. It still says 5 blue dots. I don't think we're gonna have a problem getting back to the truck, which is exactly what I thought was gonna happen when I built this. Yeah, I think we did good. Time to put the rods away. Lay back to sea a little bit. Oh, and just enjoy the ride. Uh-oh. Might have kicked the breaker. I mean, that was full speed for a long time. Hopefully it didn't break, because here we are, 2.5 miles away from the launch. Let me feel if it's hot. Oh, she's very hot. So you don't want to run her full speed for very long. We kicked the breaker. We're gonna let her cool down for a minute. So of course, the only camera left recording is the one on time lapse, and this is a very long trip, and it didn't go without a few issues, but with the breaker kicking off because of the heat and the amps I was pulling through it after being run full throttle for who knows, mile and a half, that to me isn't a problem. That allows me to run this thing on its limit through the fast water to get through it. And I just got to remember to keep it, 80% throttle when I'm cruising for a long time. Five blue dots. Yeah, we made it. The battery still showed 5 blue dots saying it's 100%, and I know there's no way that's possible. So when I got home, I put the battery in charge, and my charger shows me how many amp hours I've replaced. When it was finally charged, it said that it replaced 76 amp hours, and this is a 100 amp hour battery. So I think we used 76% of the battery capacity to do this trip without any paddling whatsoever and very little issues. So I am very pleased with this system so far. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I know I did. I think of all the trips I've taken on the river, this is the most big fish I've caught in one single trip. So that area down there is pretty promising. Yeah, I think we're going to keep doing some more adventures and seeing some more of the river in the future. And maybe even some new rivers. This system is allowing me to do so pretty reliably. So yeah, if you like this, hit the like button. If you want to see more like this, hit subscribe. I got a link in the description for my bait store. That's all the baits that I've been using. I'll see you next time.